る夜空に見下ろす街一人漂っても心は生きてる
Into the night, darkness falls. And because that's what happens at night. And then creatures run about because they're evil and stuff. Well, that's the premise of the video game anyway, because, hey, it's a video game, right? Okay, so there's probably more to it than that. Hi, I'm Adam with Transparency Pro, the Game Machine. Today I got a review of Under Night In-Birth EXE Late. There's a colon in there, so it might be EXE colon late. Anyways, guys, you need to check this game out. I got a review code from Access Games, so thank you guys very much for providing the code. I've already been playing the Japanese version, so it's kind of an idea of what you're looking at. So, this is a PS3 fighting game brought to us by a developer who isn't well known here. They're called Soft Circle French Bread. Yes, it is a very unique name, got a little je ne sais quoi to it. So, I guess the question is, now that I can actually play this in the King's English, is this game going to be a night worth to remember? Or do you hope to just, wake up the next day and hope to forget all about it? Find out in this episode of The Game Machine. It starts now! What's going on in the world of Under Night? To be honest, I'm not quite for sure. I read a little in the prologue in the manual, and I even played through the arcade mode of various characters, but the way the game uses arcade mode to tell the story makes it hard to follow. So, from what I gathered, there's a phenomenon called the Hollow Night, where creatures called voids, who are shadows, and they feast upon humans. There's a group with the abilities to fight these creatures, but they don't seem too keen on getting along. One of these groups is led by a lady named Hilda, who seeks to gain control of the Hollow Night and gain incredible power. Hint hint, she's a bad guy. The way it's presented is typical of an old-school fighting game via arcade mode, but if there was an introduction screen giving you some background on the characters, what's going on with the story, and, that would have been a great help. It would have helped immensely. So, story mode is not Under Night's strong suit, but the good news is, it has a lot of strong suits. The team at French Bread did a stylish job at this game's design. You got some really impressive 2D visuals. All 16 of Under Night's characters have a unique look to them, and not only that, they also animate very fluidly. You got everything from school kids, crazy villainesses who is going for that whole Cruella de Vil look, a giant Batman thing who flies around and packs you off like a bald eagle catching a fish. Environments are varied for a city environment, and you'll have shopping centers, parks, dirty alleys where people get shanked, just to name a few. While some may not be a fan of the back alley or the garage type stages, I think it looks very awesome, and it fits the dark tone of the game that it's trying to set. Under Night soundtrack is also dark and eerie, but while also getting you pumped to fight in a match. It's a little bit of rock, some of that electronic music, they'll get your pulse pounding. I love the soundtrack so much that I bought it on iTunes. So yeah, I really dig the music. There is no English voiceover work for this game, which isn't a really big deal since the story mode isn't that in-depth. It does have a great gallery mode with artwork to unlock. And there's even one piece of artwork done by the Skullgirls team, so that's really awesome. I won't be going too deep into the mechanics as it would take us all night. So, at the end of this review, I'll put a link to my import preview that breaks down some of those deeper mechanics. But, in a nutshell, Under Night wants you to be the aggressive ground player. So, if you think this is another one of those anime fighters, well, think again. This is not like BlazBlue or Guilty Gear, where you can just air dash all over the place and burst when you get into a little bit of trouble. No. Think more like King of Fighters or Street Fighter than regular Arc System 1 games. Yes, there is sort of an air dash, but it kind of goes up into an arc. Also, you're pretty much defenseless, so you can't really attack. Also, there is a Veil Off mode, which does give you a burst-like option, but the thing is you can only use it when you have 100% meter. So it's not a completely easy get-out-jail-free card. Also, it does have other benefits as well. Under Night is all about getting up into someone's grill and letting them have it. Also, most motions in the game are actually really simple to pull off, even for supers. Opens it up to people who may not be as good as inputting these motions. So no double fireballs, no Tatsu motions, just single input C or D for the non-fighting game folk, X and circle, and you will be pulling off specials like a champ. So certain moves can only be performed whether you're in the Bell Off state, how much health you have remaining, and of course how much meter one has. The game modes Under Night offers is plenty, but they're your standard fare. Arcade mode, versus mode, time and score attack mode, training, replays, and of course online play. But before you head online, you can actually earn points in the game by playing either online or the other various modes and unlock title cards, icons, names, and character colors. I love the fact that you actually have to unlock them in the game. It actually adds replayability as you have to keep playing to unlock stuff and unlock the things that you want to use and pimp out your online persona. The netcode here is fantastic and works well for the most part. Playing people from all over the world was pretty good, even during some bad connections. And the bad connections were not too terrible to play with. Under Night In-Birth EXE Late is a fun and fantastic fighting game. If you're looking for a new game to try, then this is worth it. I've been playing this game way before its US release, and it's still just as much fun now as it was then. It's just really awesome now that I can actually read the menus and understand what buttons I'm pushing. It's fantastic to be able to read something in your own native language. And also, for the cost of $40, it'll definitely be a night to remember.
こうして俺と出会っちまったのが運の尽きってやつだったな。恨むんなら俺じゃなく、あんた自身の運のなさだ。
So thank you everybody for watching this review. If you want some more detailed information about some of the system mechanics in Under Night In-Birth EXE Late, you can actually click this video right here, and it will take you to that video that I told you to click on to give you some more information about some of the system mechanics in the game. Also, if you want to find out what else I have in store for you guys here on the channel, hit that subscribe button, because I plan on doing more reviews, some retro content, some fighting game content, and all that good, fluffy, delicious stuff. Have to have a big thank you to Anime Courtyard for continuing to support the Game Machine and allow us to share our review with their fantastic community. And you guys should really check them out if you want to find out some good gaming reviews and much more. So till next time guys, game on.